FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Washington Redskins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First carry for Darius Geis. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Switch.
Second down, Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Move ready. Check.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
A gain of 15. And a Mexico City first down.
Ready. Flag. I got you, son. Check. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shoot.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Winston. This is caught.
I got you, boy.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's coming, double up. Slam. Watch twist.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call that a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
This is Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ronald Jones His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Haskins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go next. 45. Turn the ending. 45. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one. Deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And it is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Diablos 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops. Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Caught by Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready, blue ready. 56 is the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get him to go.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside. And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Check. Come on. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 3-17.
3rd and long for Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 4. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Mike 4. Watch the twist.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready? Black 25. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here we go.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Winston now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
The tackle made by Monte Nicholson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I know you feel that.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Jameis throwing here. That's complete to Perriman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. A first down throw for Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now Haskins to throw it. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Watch the slant. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 45 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. "47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, watch the leg. Green, come with me. Jumper.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Jameis now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
4 down. Check 9. Watch out. Deuce. White. Green, come and see.
From the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Watch the twist. Be ready. 59, Mike. 59. Come on.
And an alley to run. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Jameis now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. That's complete. It's Collins. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Completes it to Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action now. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, come on.
From midfield now, Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
65, 65, 65. 90 is a mic. All day, baby. Hey. 90 is a mic. You don't know no better. 90 is... Short. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 90 is a mic.
Again, it's Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
90 is a mic. And let's get in them holes.
Haskins back to the air. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
90 is a mic. You. 90 is a mic. And we have you.
On third and goal, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 4 yards out, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I smell fear in that offense. Mike 4. Check. Mike 4. Hey, let's get that ball.
Second down, Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Yeah, I got it. Not seven. Mike Ford. I got it.
On first down, it's Haskins. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now Haskins on first down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
90 is a Mike. You can't block me. Oh, try. You can't block me. 90 is a Mike. There we go.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch the whip. Check safety.
Now Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll try again with Jones. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. His counter.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just keeping the play alive.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
I'm trying to collect. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. We don't want this.
4th down. Here's Haskins. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Ready. White 25. I know. Hey, sub. White. Ready to go.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ronald Jones there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to